Yo.
What is it, Josiah?
Mother.
What?
My mother.
What?
Mother.
What?
My mother.
Don't nobody know what you're saying. Speak English.
Yes, y'all. We're going live.
Don't nobody hear.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I better turn it down.
Sit down, Josiah.
You want to be? Huh? What are you doing? What are you doing? What?
Okay.
Do we have people? I don't think we have people.
No, we don't have people yet.
We gotta be patient.
Yeah, they'll come in.
They're here.
Not yet.
Yes, they are right there.
Please be patient with me. God is not through with me. Did I miss it?
Did you miss what?
Oh, there are people here.
See, I told you.
You told me.
Yes, y'all. We're live.
Be
We're live.
patient with me.
Hi.
God is not through with me.
No. Mr. and
You see him?
Mrs. H.
Good afternoon, everybody. Jojo, where you
He about to
going?
hit the camera.
Come here. Come on right here. Just don't bump the camera.
No, he gonna bump.
Here, see right there. Sit down somewhere.
Sorry.
Sit on somewhere.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, there you go.
I got my glasses on. I can see y'all comments now. I can see. Oh, what happened to the chat? Did I lose it? Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Hey, everybody. South Carolina is in the house.
We got South Carolina in the house.
Yup.
Okay.
Hey, y'all. Hello, Julie. Serious Prepper, Conscious Awakening, James Franklin, 38 Things. That's cute. Wait a minute. Here we go. Good afternoon, everybody. G Mama Grows. Homesteading with a Purpose is in the house.
G Mama Grows.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Growing with Hudson, 2%.
2%.
She done changed her name again.
Teresa Elder. Is that Teresa Elder?
Well, Teresa Elder from East Tennessee is in the house. Yes, y'all. Oh, my goodness. Princess Pamela's World says, I'm home canning everything in Portland, Oregon. That's what's up. Jojo, quit bumping the camera. Thank you.
Come in.
It's okay. He all right. Just stop bumping the camera, young man. Thank you. So Good Gardener, Container Crops. Hi, y'all. Hi, Detroit.
Keep trying. New England.
Northeast Missouri.
Northeast Missouri.
Yep. Wow, that's wonderful. MGT for life in the house.
MGT for life.
In the house.
Oh, yeah.
Peace and blessings. Bahamas is watching. Whoa.
Bahamas. Oh, man.
What? Ah, what was it?
Oh, Lord.
You had a rubber band flicking it on me?
That was not me. That was
Who
Josiah.
did that?
Josiah.
Y'all better stop playing with me.
That is not
Y'all
me.
here, better stop playing
That
with
was not me.
No,
That was
I already
Josiah.
know. It was one of y'all. That
That was Josiah. I don't even have one.
Okay.
That was Josiah.
Y'all know how she is about bugs.
All right.
That was not me.
Y'all better stop.
That was not me. That was Josiah.
Man, they got you good.
Ooh, that's okay. Keep it up. I
They
know
got
where you
good,
sleep
Mrs.
at.
A.
I know where you sleep. Sorry, y'all.
They got you good, Mrs. A.
He's cheering here.
That was not me. That was Josiah. So.
Niagara Falls. Hi, everybody. Broke Farmer in the house.
Broke Farmer in the house.
Broke? We still got your t-shirts. They still in a nice. Okay, you better stop.
See, that was Josiah.
All right, Josiah, I see you. We still got your t-shirts There's a reason why we haven't warned them yet, but we're going to. You'll see real soon. Hi, everybody. Woo, Mary Lindsay. Canned rice. You use onion powder in your rice when you did it. All right now.
Oh, man.
I know that was good.
Onion powder.
Yes, yes. New Jersey. Y'all sweating in New Jersey? Oh, we sweating here too.
Wow. We
sweating here too.
They got heat up there in New Jersey?
Wow. Man. Tommy Bites Homestead.
Tommy Bites.
Hey, girl.
What's the House of...
We're about House of Chun from Hawaii.
Oh, man.
Right
look
there.
at that. From Hawaii. That's what I'm talking about.
I know. That's one of my favorite places.
Yeah, she loves Hawaii.
Is your favorite places?
Yes. Yes, I love it. Yes, I love it.
Or do you want to go skydiving?
Do I want to go skydiving?
Yeah.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Me?
No.
Yes.
Skydiving.
Yes.
Okay. You got your corn plants? A rabbit got your corn. Wow.
Them rabbits, I'm telling you.
They something else.
Rabbits are cute.
They are something else.
And they're cuddly.
Yeah, they cute and cuddly until they start eating up all your crops.
Need to get some rabbit traps or something.
I'm telling you. Palmdale, California. Sunday Backyard Farmer. Angela Bullwares in North Carolina. Wow. Yeah, that humidity is something else. It really is just us, Homestead.
Yeah.
I mean, it is like, it is hot out there.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, it's not like so much as hot as humid. Huh?
Yeah. The humidity when it rains and that temperature is really hot.
Yeah.
Once that rain evaporates or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I know.
That's rough when that rain. Oh man. And when you be out there trying to work, you think you can keep going.
Well, actually, he does. I have to stop him because he will. I have to stop him. When we were out this morning doing a little bit of harvesting, he had his hat on and the top of his head was like burning hot. And in the hat, and I don't know how he didn't feel that, but it was burning hot. And I'm like, nah, we got to go inside. We got to go inside. It's too hot out here.
Yeah.
We have got to go inside.
Yeah.
And actually, we have had rain every day except today.
Yeah.
Today is like really, really hot. Where you want to go? Will you come up here? Come on. Come on. But don't flick any more rubber bands over here. Come on over here. Come on, right here. Don't be flicking rubber bands. You flick rubber bands again, we're going to have a problem. And you better not laugh. Nah.
What?
Okay. Huh? Okay. Could you speak English?
Grandma,
What did you say?
He does speak English.
What did you say? What?
Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
Okay. All right, y'all. Deep South Homestead is in the house, somebody said.
Deep South Homestead.
Hey, Deep South Homestead.
How y'all been doing over there?
They are in the live today.
That's what I'm talking about.
Danny, I watched your video, the one you just did where you were in your studio. I thought that was a beautiful video. I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
Oh yeah. Deep South Homestead.
I really did. I really enjoyed that. He brought up some very valid points. You know, what are we doing? What are we working for? Yeah. Let's see here. What's the end goal? Lord have mercy. Hello, Sunflower Heather. It is too hot to be outside Deep South Homestead. It's way too hot to be out there.
Yeah, it is.
But we were out there. I don't know what we was thinking.
We got on out there because things was kind of like out of control because of the heat, because of,
And then us just being tired.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this year been kind of like a different year for us,
Yeah.
I mean, it's been unpredictable.
Very much so.
Different events happening, and the heat.
Yeah.
The heat just took the country by storm.
Yeah. All of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
because we went from being really cold to really hot. And then, but you know what though? I think the biggest thing for me personally was that I was just extremely exhausted. And so it's not that I didn't want to be in the garden. I just didn't have the energy to be out there like I had been being in the past years.
Yeah.
So girl, so I just didn't have the energy. This boy still flicking rubber bands at me. And you know that when they say it's not gonna rain, it's still sometimes because it wasn't supposed to rain yesterday.
But it's good that it has been raining because
Yeah.
the volunteer crops,
Oh my goodness.
we've been getting a lot of stuff.
Oh my goodness.
It rained so much.
Yes.
We planted some crops,
Yes.
but like she said, we didn't have enough energy to really attend to them like we had been tending to them past year. And once I cut the grass, pull the weeds back, all kind of stuff is growing.
Everything.
We
got like I said, we got cucumbers everywhere. We got cucumbers growing in places that we didn't even have cucumbers nowhere in that area.
Yeah.
But we got cucumbers everywhere, you all.
Yeah.
And the bird gherkins, I wanna say we probably have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of bird gherkins out there.
Yeah.
And so I know for a fact I'll be able to save seed from them this year, right? Because they just everywhere.
Yeah.
There's no way we're gonna eat all those cucumbers. It's just so many of them, and I'll probably end up having my neighbor to take some, and also one of our neighbors who also has a YouTube channel, who's not very, very far from us, have her to come down to get some as well. Don't throw that. Have her to come down as well and take some of these off of our hands too, because we just have a lot of them, y'all. And they taste so good. They good when you cook them and you saute them. They taste really, really good. So
Yeah, they really good.
Yeah. But anyway, you all, Thomasina, I do have some loofah seeds, but I'm almost out. I'm almost sold out of loofah seeds. And that's another volunteer thing.
Yeah.
We didn't plant loofah this year, but we got loofah everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And we would have had more. One of our sons accidentally mowed down our loofah.
Yeah.
Because we have never grown loofah in this place before, and we didn't grow it there this time. It was all volunteers that our chickens helped to spread those seeds around, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we had just like loofah everywhere.
Yeah.
And he just thought it was weeds growing, and he cut them down, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But we still have more. We got so many growing, like not far from the house over at Loofah Lane. We got some growing. We got loofah growing everywhere. Mm-hmm. So we will have more seeds for next season. And I'm even considering, because I have my own stash of loofah seeds too from last year. Mm-hmm. And because we we cannot possibly grow that many, I may end up sharing those on the seed store also.
Yeah.
Yeah. It very well may do that, Tommy Bites Homestead. It may very well do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello from Detroit. Jay's Life Out Loud. I like that. That is so cute.
Yeah, too.
Hello from Western Colorado. We got our bud from that. Where Bud came from? He was in Grand Junction. Is where he came from.
What?
Yeah. He came from Grand Junction, Colorado. And we were in Aurora at the time. And we got him from Grand Junction. I called your whole name, Thomasina. I just think it's such a beautiful name, though. I have always loved that name. Fallen Skies Homesteading and Preparedness. Hi.
Oh, yeah, I remember them.
He said you all look so relaxed. I'm glad you guys vacationed. Oh my goodness. We really needed it. We had such a blast.
But she said that we couldn't go with her.
Of course they wasn't going.
It's fun.
Of course y'all wasn't going with us. Absolutely not. Now let's see if I'm missing anything. Sarah Bennett, thank you for teaching me how to can green beans and potatoes. Whoop, whoop.
Oh yeah.
She had a lot. She helped a lot with those green beans and potatoes, y'all. She really did.
She's a natural.
She's a natural. Baby girl did a great job. Y'all see how much she done grown since the last time she was here?
Yeah.
These children grow so fast. Oh my good. Who they grow so fast? Aloha, Akita love. Aloha.
Aloha.
We did have a wonderful vacation. We really did.
Yeah.
We don't do it enough, but we're making some adjustments with that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, we had a wonderful time. But Eve, servant of God, is in the house. Julie Peaks, hello from Alaska. Y'all, okay, so let's get right to this. Right? Let's get right to it. Planning our fall garden right now.
Yeah, so we have plenty of time.
Yes.
To get this right.
Yes.
The spring garden didn't go as well as we planned, but we did get a lot of crops. You know.
Do I need to talk about them eggplant? Y'all saw them eggplant we planted, right?
Oh man, eggplants. Woo.
I don't know why to this day, Mr. H felt like we needed all them eggplant.
Eggplant parmesan.
But do we have some eggplant?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be an eggplant making queen.
Yeah, you probably gonna have to put some in the freezer.
Yeah, and then like eggplant, for those who are vegetarian, like eggplant meatballs are so good as well. And I was thinking about sharing that recipe with y'all because it's such a great recipe for those who don't really like meat. And even if you like meat, you will love these eggplant meatballs as well.
Yeah, they're good.
Hi, Brenda. So, but anyway, planning the fall garden.
Yeah.
So we have already started like thinking of how we're going to do this for our fall garden.
Yeah.
Now, you all know that we have 2 garden areas, not including the raised beds.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is the plan for the raised beds. We're going to start there. Now, you saw the raised beds. We harvested a lot of onions.
A lot of them.
Out of that raised beds. And we really struggled with that red onion, but our yellow onions, our white onions, they look really, really good.
They did pretty good.
Yeah. And I honestly don't know. Somebody said something about trying a candy something onion, but I don't remember like what the name of it was. But in any case, you all, we are going to be doing onions again, but I am going to be starting our onions from seed this time. I'm not going to be ordering plants. I'm going to be starting them from seed. Yeah. So
because we have plenty of time.
Yeah.
And for y'all out there who didn't do a spring garden, y'all can come along with us. And we got plenty of time. You know, the weather's going to be cooling off, so we can start that that fall garden with the brassicas. Yes. You know. Yes. You know. Mm-hmm. And so. You know, it's a good time, you know. Yeah. We got what, about another month? Well, I'll be starting seeds here for several things here within the next week or so. Yeah. So I'll be getting those seeds started like ASAP. Now, we didn't get any broccoli, or we didn't get any brassicas whatsoever this spring, right? We didn't have any. Well, we planted some cabbages, but they didn't do well because we planted them late. It got hot, and all of the
cabbage moths, they just annihilated them early on, right?
Yeah.
But the good thing about the fall is that the pest pressure for the garden is going to be so much lower than in the springtime. So, and we're still going to end up covering the brassicas anyway, but I think that going forward, I may never plant brassicas again in the spring.
Yeah,
I may always wait.
Because those bugs. And also, you know, like the squash that we've been having problems with.
Yeah.
If we plant those a little late sometimes, it's rough too, but.
It does, because we planted Cushaw late.
Yeah.
Very late.
Yeah.
But y'all, how many Cushaw did we count today?
Ooh, a lot. And the good thing about it, we didn't see any squash bugs like we did, you know, in the summer.
It's some, but not as many.
Because I think a lot of them dying off, like.
Oh no, they everywhere.
I'm saying, do they stay year round or what?
I don't know if they stay year. I doubt if it's like year round because I don't think they're like present during the cooler months.
Yeah.
Mostly during the spring.
During the spring
and summer months.
Yeah, because that's what we catch.
We get a lot of issues with the squash bugs, the vine borers, all of that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the fall garden is kind of like, you know, we don't have those eggs and all of those new ones coming up out of the ground and eating the roots and, you know, just messing everything up.
Yeah, and see, just as Homestead says, they have their seeds started for broccoli and cabbage already, which is good. And I'm actually going to be starting ours here real soon. Now, what I was about to say, growing with us, and unfortunately we have not. We are going to. We just haven't been to the post office, but we are going to go to the post office here real soon, this week actually. Yeah, now, as far as like for growing our cabbages, broccolis, cauliflower, all of our brassicas, primarily the fall, I think. And the reason why I say that is because I'm trying to think of ways to take so much pressure off of us during the growing season. Like the spring and garden is by far the heaviest workload for us in the garden.
Yeah.
And if we can find a way to reduce that workload and still get what we want out of our garden, I think that's what we're planning to do from now on, right? Yeah. Because once we pull everything up out of the garden for the summer, we got a whole garden space there that'll literally be available for us to use for the fall crop. Yeah. And we can plant way more than if we were trying to plant it at the same time we were planting our spring garden and summer garden. We would rather have all of that space just totally dedicated to the brassicas, and then the workload won't be so bad when it comes to harvesting all that broccoli and cauliflower, processing it in, whether we are freeze drying it or freezing it. You know, we have to have, I just say some balance for us, right?
And also we don't have to worry about all the grass growing as much. Yeah. You know, once you cut it, getting close to the fall,
it's cut.
Yeah, you know, you can work more without bugs, and which Mrs. H, she don't like bugs that much. She hate bugs. So, you know, the fall.
I know, that's weird, right?
She be slapping.
I'm out here in all these woods.
Every time a bug is on me, she be slapping me. She be like,
don't be slapping.
Yes, you do. You be like, and if it's right here,
I be trying to help you.
It be hurting too.
Yeah, she don't like them bugs. Yeah.
Ooh, I be trying to rescue you, girl. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all, so I think you made me forget my point, girl.
Yeah. But he don't hit the kid. There you go.
So
What
I don't do that to you.
What she do?
Did you see him? What's it? Ooh, grandchildren, I tell you, grandchildren, boy.
Love, right?
I love y'all, I really do. I really do. But anyway, you all, I think taking that extra workload off of us, because in truth, once we plant the brassicas in the fall, and we'll cover them with the
shade cloth.
No, with the pest. I got one right. Let me see. Oh no, I think I took it out of here. But anyway, it's you know what I'm talking about. The little white cover that you put over is for pests, right? I just can't think of the name that that they called it, you know. But and we got it from is it over there? Did we take it out of here?
Yeah, we took it out.
Okay, so but we got it from Bootstrap Farmer. Is where we got it from.
Maybe get that car.
It's okay. He's not bothering me.
It's not too loud.
It's okay, huh? Yeah, I did not do that, Josiah. Okay, so we use that. It's called a frost blanket, I think. Or thank you, Sheila. Insect netting, Denise, roll covers. Yes, Marilyn. Yes, that's what it is. That's what it is. So the good thing about it is, in the fall, once we plant those crops and we put the row covers over them, we don't have to go back and deal with them anymore.
Yeah.
They literally are on their own. And that's what we need. Now, we do have a drip irrigation system set up, so we don't have to worry about watering them. But the good thing about the fall temperatures, as it starts to cool down, you really don't have to water as much anyway. Okay? So that's the good thing about that. Now, hi, Beauty in the Garden. Yes. So now the snails. What we really have sorry about that. Hi, Whole New Perspective. Good to see you. Hi, Jenny.
So you saying like
Brian Keith Prepper says his stupid phone. He got to get on his computer. Mr. H got a stupid phone too.
Oh yeah, my phone real stupid. I can't stand my phone.
Oh my goodness.
My phone is it's the worst phone I ever had.
Oh boy. But you all, so what we do for our
snails?
Yeah. What I typically like to do for that around the brassicas, you know, all those eggshells that we get and I grind them up. I do like to put some of those around the base of the plant for the snails, right? And I'll even try to use a little diatomaceous earth on top of that, but I try not to use a lot of that because the diatomaceous earth, remember now, our worms would be affected by that also. But the good thing is that under that ground cover, we rarely have issues with worms coming up like that on top of the ground cover where they're really affecting our, where they would really be affected by us using eggshells or diatomaceous earth. They really don't do that. They typically will stay down under that ground cover unless we get a ton of water, and then they will start finding their way out of there. But for the most part, we don't have a problem, you know, with using the eggshells. Yeah. And it helps out a lot too. So we grind them up. I got this little grinder from Dollar General a few years back, a little $5 grinder that we got around the Christmas holidays when they typically have those things on sale, and that thing works wonders.
Yeah.
And it still works.
Yeah.
So that's what I use. So now, I don't know, Julie, if they don't like copper pennies or not.
Copper pennies?
Yeah, she said she heard snails don't like copper pennies.
Oh, okay. It's my first time hearing that.
Yeah. I don't know, Beauty in the Garden, about using sand. I've never done that because I've never heard of that before. Yeah. So now the bees, we actually got to go do a hive inspection this weekend. Our bees have been flourishing. They're all over. They're very aggressive though.
Yeah.
They are highly aggressive bees. In fact, we really got to go and do that because I'm gonna tell you something. I can't even do that inspection by myself because the boxes are so heavy.
Yeah.
I can't do Mr. A. I almost dropped one. That's how heavy that box was. I almost dropped it.
Yeah.
And when when it kind of slipped a little bit and hit the other box, the bees went crazy. I had to put it down and walk away. They were very angry with me.
I'm pretty sure they were.
So the box was lit and I was actually doing an inspection on the deep below the super. I have a queen excluder between the deep and the super. We have 2 deeps, queen excluder, super, right? It's a medium box actually. And so picking the medium box up was really heavy, but that deep was, that was just too much. That was too much. So, but yeah. Okay, Thomasina, thank you.
Thank you.
So you all, but in any case, that's what the plan is for the fall garden is, we don't think we'll be doing brassicas in the spring ever again.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna even bother unless it's like those Brussels sprouts.
Yeah,
right?
and you know what? Doing those brassicas in the spring, it seems like it attracts all those bugs.
It does.
They come out of nowhere.
We have more pests in the garden coming around those brassicas and our squash plants.
Yeah.
So many, right? And one of the things that I'm learning about squash is that you can plant squash in the fall. And you can grow squash successfully in the fall, at least in our zone. We're in zone 8A.
Yeah.
And we can grow squash in the fall.
Yeah.
Now you won't get, nearly the amount of squash as if you planted it in the spring because of course that heat helps to bring that squash, pull it right on up out of the plant, right? It does help with the production of that. But for us, in the fall, we'll get a really nice harvest.
But it's been so hot to where it probably worked.
Yeah,
because
it has been really. I think if we planted more squash, no, not right now, because right now it's too hot, and I think the plants would probably burn before they even got. Because we got some out there right now that's not producing because we planted them so late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love roly-polies in the garden. I do. She asked, do you know about roly-polies? She has an infestation. Now, if you got too many.
Hold on, roly-poly, what is...
the little, what we used to call them when we was growing up. They used to ball up when you touch them.
Yeah.
What we call them? We call them something else. We didn't call them roly-polies.
We had a different name.
We had a different name for them.
So they do pretty good?
I like roly-polies in the garden.
Okay.
I really do. They don't bother our plants.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I think, what did we call them? Doodle bugs?
Yeah, I think that's the name.
Somebody said doodle bugs or doom bugs or something like that. But we had a different name for them.
Yeah.
So they eating everything, Melissa?
What?
Then you might need to go ahead and grab yourself some diatomaceous earth and sprinkle it around your plants.
Yeah.
And that'll kind of help reduce that.
Yeah, because
that
seems like once they start coming, they just keep coming.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and then if you got chickens too, the chickens will love them as well. Lady Dagger Status said the roly-polies ate a lot of her strawberries. Wow.
Wow. We can't have that. Strawberries are good.
No. You got your nose all in.
Yeah, come on. People are looking at you. You go.
People looking out in your nose. Okay, so, but anyway, that's the plan for the garden. Now, another thing for us is in the raised beds, I think, which is the point that I was going to make, and I forgot to make this point. In the raised beds, you all saw in the previous video where I showed you all where we had weeds growing everywhere, and why that was perfectly okay. I can't see. why that was perfectly okay for us to have all those weeds everywhere.
Yeah.
Because believe it or not, you all, weeds are really not all bad. I know, like a lot of people say weeds is horrible. We got to burn the garden down, right?
Yeah.
You really don't.
Yeah.
I'm learning, we are actually learning the benefits of having the weeds in the garden, because really and truly, they do a wonderful job of keeping your soil moist and healthy for you until you're actually ready to plant, right? So I say leave them there. If you're not planting, leave them. Don't pull them up so that the sun can evaporate whatever moisture is in your garden beds. Leave the weeds there until you're ready to plant. And then when you start to pull them out, I promise you, your soil will be so light, so fluffy. Ours is always just so beautiful.
Yeah.
Once we take the weeds out, you know?
But it's certain plants like tomatoes, you don't want too many weeds around your tomato plants. Because I know.
Well, no, not if you're growing food. Yeah. You don't want your crops to compete for nutrients with weeds. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when your beds are just just kind of sitting dormant for now until you're ready to plant in them. Yeah. For us, once we them 6-foot weeds, believe it or not, I can literally just go out there and pull them up and they'll come right out because the soil is so moist, it's so loose. Yeah. And so I will go out and pull them up. But the reason why we're just letting them grow, the weeds in the beds where we took our onions from, we're just letting them grow because in either early to mid-October, we hope to plant all of our garlic in those places. Oh, that's gonna be a perfect situation where the soil is loose. Yes. Get on in there. We don't need that hard rock soil. No. We want a good, healthy soil, Yeah. Thank you, MGT for life. Love you too. Oh yeah. So you all, having the weeds there, they actually benefit us. Yeah. Tremendously. Yeah, they do. Now, Brian Keith Prepper, that's awesome. That's awesome. We're very happy to. I love canning. Canning is something that I just love doing. I love doing. I've always loved doing it. Yeah. Always. But you all, so the garlic that we're planning to put in those raised beds, what we're doing, we have goats, right? And even if you didn't have goats and you had chickens or whatever, we use a mulch hay, which is just basically hay that somebody has discarded because either it's molded and they can't use it to feed their animals with, so they'll sell it as a mulch hay. And we use that hay as bedding for our ducks, for our goats, for our turkeys. We use it as a bedding for them, right? Yeah. And so once they poop all over it and do whatever they're gonna do all over it, we pull that out and we're gonna plant our garlic in the raised beds, and then we will use that poopy mulch to cover our garlic bulbs with. And there they will stay throughout the winter, and they will literally grow underneath all of that, develop a strong root system, and then once the springtime starts to roll around, they'll start developing some of the most beautiful, big garlic bulbs imaginable. Yeah, right? Because all that's going to break down. All of it's going to break down. And that hay is going to feed the garlic plants for us, right? Mm-hmm. That's what happened with our potatoes. We got potatoes out there. When we gonna harvest them? We got potatoes. Yeah, we got to. We got to get the potatoes out. Once we fertilized the garden bed for the potatoes, all we did was cover it with the mulch hay from our goat pen, and that's it. Yeah. And they took off. Yeah. And they're still growing. Some of the potato leaves have all died back, but then we got more potato leaves growing under. They coming up again. So we really got to go out and harvest a lot of the potatoes. Some of them we're going to leave in the ground, and that'll be our crop for the next season. So we're going to harvest and replant all at the same time.
That's going to be nice.
Yes. So we won't be planting potatoes in the spring. We're going to plant them once we harvest them and cover them again with the mulch hay, and they should come back on their own in the spring.
Yeah, that's going to be so good.
Yeah.
It's going to be really good.
So we're already planning. You're right, your phone is something else. You just keep on shutting down.
Yeah.
But let me see, what am I missing here?
No. Okay.
Hey David Corey.
No. Okay.
David Corey's in the house.
Yeah. So,
Hi David, I don't know what's going on with you, but you know, we certainly will keep you in our prayers, and you know, we hope that you get well and get better real soon. We really do. Thank you, Maura. Container crops. I don't direct sow brassica seeds. I always start my seeds in seed starting trays. Always. I never put seeds in the ground. I never do that. I don't have a planner for my garden. I just kind of write down what the goal is, what I would like to do, and I do write down like a schedule from week to week, month to month, what seeds I want to start, when I want to start them, what varieties I want to grow. I'll do that. But as far as like a planner, I don't have one of those. No, I don't.
Yeah. So basically, the brassicas, you know, with the cabbage, you know, we got red and green cabbage.
Yeah.
That we can, you know, put over in Big Mama's garden.
Yeah.
And
all of it, actually, we can put everything in Big Mama's garden.
Okay.
Yeah, which will be better for us because we don't want to have to worry about. Come from over there, son. You are getting that cord. Come here. Come on. That's good. That's good. You good. So what we are stole my bottle. What I was just talking about.
About the putting the brassicas in Big Mama's garden.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got red cabbage. We can put green cabbage. What else? With broccoli, cauliflower. You know, stuff like that. And
we got so many different varieties of cabbages and broccoli.
Yeah.
And actually, my favorite is the purple broccoli now.
Oh man,
I love that purple broccoli.
I forgot about the purple broccoli.
Is like unlike anything I've ever tasted.
Mm.
It is so good, and I don't think I really want to grow any other broccoli after that.
Man.
Well, the Calabrese is still good, but the purple broccoli and the purple cauliflower.
Oh yeah. So we got a lot of stuff.
Yes. I even got the red Brussels sprouts that I think I may even try to plant them. Like, I don't know if they're gonna grow, but I think I'm gonna try to plant them this fall too. I don't know if any of you have ever had luck with planting Brussels sprouts in the fall, but that's one of our favorite vegetables, and ours didn't do so good this year.
Yeah, but we can try.
Yeah, David Corey said rutabagas. I have a big plan for the rutabagas and the turnips.
Oh yeah.
Mr. H is not a turnip fan.
Not really.
But I love turnips. Not the greens, right? I'll eat them, but I'm not like, I ain't gotta have turnips. I don't like mustard greens, collard greens at all. Never have in my life.
No.
But the turnip greens, when my mom and my big mama used to, and my dear, when they all would cook them, they would put the turnip root is what they call them, but we call them turnip bottoms. And she would cut them up and put them in the turnips, and it made the turnip greens taste really good to me. You know, so I don't think I would have ate them without it, but it made them taste really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am planning to do rutabaga and turnips. I love turnips.
What about beets?
I'm just not a beet person. You?
No, I'm not.
I'm just not a beet person. Now, there was somebody who was telling me about a beet Wellington dish for vegetarians. I'm like, what?
Oh no.
I don't want no beet Wellington.
Now, why you up there?
Don't put that under there, Josiah. Come on now. Come from under the camera. See, they call them turnip roots. But we call them turnip bottoms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, yes, you can definitely pressure can turnip bottoms. Rutabagas too. Absolutely. You just don't cut them up, thick now. You don't want to do that. You want to cut them. I would cut them up into the size of like little chunks.
Yeah.
Yeah, little chunks, but don't cut them up thick because you want that heat to penetrate those roots. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to have them too thick.
Yeah.
Hey, Love Notes. Love Notes is in the house.
Uh-huh.
You getting hungry, Laura? Now, Lorraine said pickled beets and cabbage is the bomb. I'm like, okay.
No.
Pickled beets and cabbage.
Sit down. Smile.
Y'all, I just can't do them beets. It just tastes like dirt. I don't know. It just
tastes like dirt?
Yes, I can't do that. I don't know about all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. My city land plot, I got 3 gardens, cucumbers, tomatoes, dill, jalapenos, green beans, potatoes, radishes. Just pulled all of my red onions yesterday. Huge. Wow. Planting more beans in place. That sounds wonderful.
Oh, man.
That sounds wonderful. Experimental gardener is in the house. Where you been? You been okay?
Experimental garden?
I was telling Mr. H, I said, I told him this before, let me see, like weeks ago. I'm like, I haven't seen Mrs. C in a long time. I was she gonna make me come up there.
Yeah.
Make sure she okay.
Yeah.
I was just talking about you, Miss C. Mara says she loves beets. My Renaissance grandma, hi. Yes. Now, Cassandra South Fulton Garden. South Fulton. She's in Georgia.
You got Lisa Haley?
Lisa Haley. You got a canner coming? Good.
That's good.
That's good. I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm still trying to decide, like, what am I gonna share with you all canning wise?
Yeah.
Because I want to share some really good recipes, but I want them to be very simple recipes as well, things that you will enjoy. And I'm also leaning more towards like complete meals in the jar. When you can it up, instead of canning a single item, like a complete meal in the jar.
In one jar.
In one jar. For example, chicken and potatoes and something like that in a jar. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I want it to be a complete meal so that when you open a jar, you've opened a meal. You don't have to open multiple jars. And it's just an option.
Yeah. He finna dog it.
It's okay. Yeah, he's okay. Don't
Don't
pull her though, okay? She's too little. Thank you. So I like simple recipes too.
Yeah.
Now, thank you, Maria Graham. Mrs. H said, did we get a hive tool?
Yeah. Yeah, we have a hive tool.
No, I think she's saying, did you get the hive tool? So
oh, okay. Oh yeah, we gotta
sent
go.
us one.
Okay, so we gotta go to the post office.
Okay. So we gotta go to the post office. Now let's see. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check with my daughter too, because I'm gonna tell y'all, it's really strange sometimes the way our mail works, because somebody sent us some Egyptian walking onions, and do you know they sent those onions last year, and we just got the box last month.
Yeah.
And that's like the third or fourth time that has happened where somebody sent us something and the post office will have it sitting in a corner somewhere and forget to give it to us, and it just be sitting back there forever.
Yeah.
And then they'll call us and say, "Oh, you got a box." I'm like, "We was just there." So I don't know, but we'll check and see, Miss C. And thank you. And on that topic, I definitely want to say thank you to everybody who has sent us things in the mail, whether it be cards or gifts, and people have sent us tinctures. And I mean, we really appreciate everything that you all do for us, send for us. Even when y'all send us the cards just to say, hey, we're praying for you all to continue in your journey. And I mean, we appreciate those things. I read every card, I read every letter, so we appreciate all of it, you all.
Yes,
we really do. So thank y'all so much for thinking about us. Yes, we really appreciate it. Now, thank you, Laura.
MJ.
And you know what?
Thank you, MJ.
Seven Swicks says, love y'all and how you all encourage everyone to be self-sufficient. And really, that's what we want to do.
Yeah. That's the goal.
Yeah.
And then it's the goal to make sure everybody else is on board.
Yeah. You see her with your shirt?
Yeah.
Why you got on my shirt?
You said I could have it. Yes.
All right, fine. But anyway, you all, that's what we hope to do, because we feel like the more like we can encourage everybody to do it. I don't know about anybody else, but for the most part, no one wants to watch anybody have to struggle and suffer, through certain things, especially if it's avoidable. So if we could be an encouragement to share with you all how to grow your groceries and then how to preserve the harvest, then
I think that's
what we want.
And then see, we don't know when things gonna skyrocket. We don't know when it's gonna come, but at least we got the skills and the know-how to get out there, and we got our seeds in place. We got everything that we need.
Yeah,
we can do it.
Yeah, we all can do it. That's right, we all can do it. We all can do it.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, and you're right. Happy Peasant Homestead. It's a lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
And you know what? And I don't want anybody to think, especially if you're new to this, like you're new to growing food, you're new to preserving food. Don't think this is all life is all about.
Yeah.
Because it's not. And that's the tough lessons that we have been learning. Is that everything has to have balance.
Yeah.
You really have to, and that struggle is real.
Yeah.
Being balanced is real. It's hard,
Yeah.
But you have to have a balance. It has to be a good balance between growing food, putting away, taking care of your family, right? Taking care of your house, taking care of yourself. Many people work outside the home. All of these, you have to find a balance to the point where you're not, don't step on her.
Hold on, sit down somewhere.
Salam, thank you. You have to find a balance to where you're not overexerting yourself in one area, and then all of the other things around you have to suffer.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
So you gotta have some balance.
And it's not all about like working the garden 24/7, 365. You gotta, like she was saying, so it's best to, like have this skill set in your arsenal. You already know I can grow my own food. I can take a vacation.
Yeah.
I can go shopping. I can do a lot of different things. I can join my family. And then when I come home, I still got this skill set that I put in place early, where I know my pantry my refrigerator is being taken care of.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and then you can teach your neighbor.
That's right.
You can teach your neighbor.
That's
hey,
right.
You know. So that's
Now,
a good idea.
Okay, now let me see. Hi, J Dragon. Terry Youngblood, could you post your question again? I missed it. And I'll keep my eye open. Okay. Okay, now meat chickens. We got a chicken tractor out there with about 16 meat chickens, but they're not ours. They belong to Grizzly and Tamu.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna grind those. We're gonna.
Yeah.
It don't sound. I don't like how that sound, but we're gonna process them. We're gonna grind it up for dog food.
Well, not grind it up. We're not gonna grind it. We're gonna cook it.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna take y'all through that process. I don't want to give too much away on that. Because it's a process that we're going to do that, and we want to share it with you, but I don't want to talk too much on that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
so
that's a topic for another day. But they are out there, and they are for Grizzly and Tamu and Bud.
What about us?
You don't want them chickens?
Oh, they're not for us.
No, they not for you. The meat is tough and everything. They old.
So the new ones, when we process on time, is for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
7 to 8
And that's
weeks.
another thing. That's another thing. The chickens that are out there, we didn't process them on time. And if you don't process your meat birds on time and you wait, you can forget about eating them because the meat is going to be too tough. Now, the good thing about it, though, is that we were going to do meat birds just for our dogs anyway. Right? The meat birds are cheap. And the thing is that buying all those meat birds is cheaper than buying dog food. A bag of dog food, right?
Yeah.
Well, not a bag, but over time, it's cheaper because really our meat birds primarily eat grass. They don't eat a lot of feed at all because we don't give them a lot of feed. And they are perfectly healthy. They big birds.
Yeah.
So when we process them, they're not really mean. They're just like, they different from the other chickens. They're not as docile as our egg layers, right? They're very aggressive birds.
Yeah.
So, but they are for our dogs. And because, and the reason why we're doing that, we are trying to find ways to get away from buying commercial dog food, commercial cat food. We're trying to get away even from buying commercial chicken feed at some point,
Yeah, because chicken feed
it's
prices
ridiculous.
is going up.
It's crazy.
It's going up.
It's crazy. It is crazy. Lead Farmer in the house.
Lead Farmer. Lead Farmer in the house.
Yes, he sure is.
How you doing, Lead Farmer?
Voila.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Lead, I hope you saw that video about Big Bertha. She ain't doing good.
Yeah.
She ain't doing good.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get you some more peach trees.
Yeah, and actually I'm thinking about taking Bertha and air layering her to see if we move her to a completely different area and still treat her with the liquid copper. Could we cure the brown rot, or is it just over for her? Because we've been trying for the last, year or two to really heal her. And we don't know if it's something around her that's causing this or what, but we just can't.
We can't get her right.
Yes, something going on with her. But anyway, you all, I always forget what I was saying. Oh, the dogs. So anyway, that's our goal for the dogs. We want to be able to provide the meat for them. Even when we incubate our own chicken eggs, and when the chickens hatch out their eggs, the roosters.
Yeah.
We don't need 1 million roosters on our farm, right?
Yeah.
We only need a certain amount of roosters per a certain amount of hens.
Yeah.
And so when we have an overabundance of roosters, well, they have a job to do as well, which is to feed our boys.
Yeah.
Right? Oh wow, Lead Farmer said they'll be on the loose. They'll stop by and help us fix Bertha.
Okay.
She needs some fixing.
Yeah.
She needs some fixing. But yeah, freezer camp for the roosters, right? But again, it's for Grizz and Moo, because them boys can really eat. And is that my phone doing that? Why does my phone? Will you go get my charger, please? It's a charger. Oh my goodness. It shouldn't even be low. The battery shouldn't even be low on my phone, but it is. This happens to me every time.
Grandma, what about the lighting?
Okay, so Terry wants to know if it's okay to can leftover beans. Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't let your leftovers go to waste. Put them in a jar, put them in a canner, and pressure can them and put them in your pantry.
We need a can somewhere.
We do need to do some
Before
more
me-
canning.
Before me and my brother leave.
You're right, and we're gonna do that this week. How about that? All right. So that's the plan. Thank you, Mr. H. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hooking us up.
Woo!
Before this phone left. Uh-oh, now we really in the dark.
Hold
Don't
on.
touch the phone.
What?
Don't touch it. It'll be all right. There we go. See, we back in business.
Okay.
Papa fixed it. Papa fixed it.
Cool.
Alaska from me says they can 38 jars of butter. Now, one thing I will do, somebody did ask the difference between the ghee or the clarified butter and what I can, because and I know this is off the topic, but I know someone asked if it was a difference because someone else said in the comments that it was the same thing. It is not the same thing. What we canned was butter,
Yes.
right? It is not a clarified butter. Thank you, Brian. Thank you to everybody for the super chats. It is not clarified butter. It's just butter. It's just melted butter that I put in a jar. Now, I am going to do clarified butter. And I'm going to show you the process for that is a bit different from the way I just canned butter. Okay, but we're going to do that in another video because I want to show you all the difference. There is a difference.
Yeah.
The butter that I have in my cabinet in there, I can't use that to fry anything. You know, it's just plain butter that I will use if I was baking, if I was putting it on toast, if I was going to put it on potatoes or use it for eggs, or it's just butter. There is a difference between butter and clarified butter, aka, you know, that expensive stuff that you buy in the store for like $10 a jar. They call it ghee in the store. They don't call it clarified butter in the store. They call it ghee, G-H-E-E, okay? So I'll do a video showing that as well because I do get a lot of people wanting to know how that process is done.
Yeah.
Even though there are a lot of videos out there, I'll still do one, okay? And that way I can answer that. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much. Okay, so Steve Spielman is addressing someone about noodles and spaghetti sauce.
Okay.
So yeah, he has, I guess somebody asked that question and he's already answered it. Okay. Oh yeah, Roots Mountain Homestead, because it does free up space in your freezer. And plus, like when you find it on sale, you know, I'm gonna tell y'all, like during the Thanksgiving holidays, you can literally get a good price on butter. It ain't gonna be the best price like what you probably used to get for 99 cents a box.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna see that no more.
You ain't gonna see it no more.
No, but you know, you still can get it at a less expensive price than what you can find it for right now around the Thanksgiving holidays. But don't wait thinking that you're gonna wait for the best deal.
Yeah.
You know, get it while you can. All right. And then you have it, you know, have your freezer to hold it until you're ready to can it up. But yeah, when it's on sale, that's when primarily I'll get it anyway, from like a Kroger or what's the other store? Publix, something like that. But otherwise, I just hit up Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah. $9 for butter. Woo.
Yeah. Inflation. $9 for butter.
Wow.
That's a high price.
Indeed.
Wow. So that's why it's best to get it and can it when it's at a low price.
Get it and can it while you can.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. But anyway, you all, we wanted to talk to y'all today about the fall garden.
Yeah.
And start planning your fall garden.
Yes.
And I'll say this for all of the new gardeners. Believe it or not, the fall garden, is he spraying water in his head?
Who?
Don't be hiding. I already see you.
Yeah.
Go get your stuff and go put it up.
I don't know how to do it. He just patting his head.
I see.
He's an adventurous young man, y'all. So don't pay him no. He's adventurous at this age. He's all over the place.
He is.
Yeah.
Y'all should have heard him singing yesterday.
Yeah. He think he's a little Michael Jackson. That's what he think he is.
Grandma do not like shopping.
Yeah.
I don't like shopping. I do not like shopping. She's right. I can't stand shopping. She talking about shopping for clothes. I can't stand shopping for clothes. I do not like going in the store shopping for clothes. But thank you for telling everybody. Why is you putting my stuff in the street? Don't be putting my business.
But she loves shopping online, y'all.
I do it online, but in the store,
I love shopping in person.
I can't stand it. So when I took her shopping, this is what she's talking about. Since she want to put it out there, I took them shopping, right? And I'm like, oh my goodness. Could you come on, please? What do you want to get? What do you want? I got to get out of here. I can't stand this looking through racks of clothes for nothing.
Well,
she loves it. I can't stand it.
Yeah. She can spend all day probably shopping.
I can't do that.
She get excited. You can spend the whole weekend, can't you?
Yep.
Well, you got some people that's like that.
Oh, she owed me some money.
I owe you some. Oh, you just gonna keep talking?
Yeah.
You wait till I cut this camera.
Yeah.
I told you I know where you sleep at.
Yeah. But the fall garden, though, y'all, we have plenty of time for the fall garden. If you're a new garden,
Yes.
and you can just come along and join on and just do it.
Yeah.
Get the ground ready. I don't know, like for the fall garden, will you need rope?
The row covers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You will need that.
I would put them over my brassicas just to keep the bugs off, so your brassicas can be nice and beautiful.
Okay.
I would cover them. That's what I would do because although the pest pressure is very low, you still will have some. So to go ahead and cover all of your lettuces and things of that nature, I would go ahead and cover them anyway.
What about weeds and grass? So you think that?
Well, because we have the ground cover, that's not going to be a concern for us.
But for us, like beginning gardens.
Okay, so for beginning gardeners, depending on where you're planting, you will kind of like have to just stay on top of the weeds, right? The weed pressure won't be as bad in the fall as it is in the spring, but you still are going to have to stay on top of the weeds because you don't want any of your vegetables to compete with a ton of weeds. A lot of times they won't win, okay? Because the weeds will literally take the nutrients away from your crops. So you don't want them to have to be in competition with one another. So just pluck them out while they're young. Pluck them out while they're small. Make sure your crops are big enough for you to recognize what it is, because you don't want to accidentally pull out some carrots and you thinking it's some weeds,
That's why I asked that question, because, for a beginner, you want to know the difference until you get used to seeing a small carrot plant or whatever you're planting. You want to make sure that you keep the weed under control, the weed pressure, pull those small weeds up. Make sure you just stay where you can recognize your crop.
And if you're doing them in a raised bed and you're planting like Mr. H said, if you're planting carrots or something like that in a row, one of the things that I found to be kind of like helpful is if in between the rows where you've planted your carrots, the little landscape fabric you can buy from Home Depot. I had a family member of mine just cut strips of the weed fabric and put in the middle. It's very inexpensive. I'm not talking about ground cover. I'm talking about landscape fabric. It's a much thinner material. And just put that in the middle of the rows of the carrots that you're planting. And that will kind of help you to And then of course, mark the row. And that will help you to identify where your carrot seeds should be coming at, and then it'll kind of help keep the weed pressure down in between the rows of carrots if you're doing them in raised beds or in the ground or something like that. So that was something that I suggested to them, and they loved the idea, and it worked well for them.
Yeah.
You know, so that's just an option. But you all, when it comes to the fall garden, and I was talking about gosh.
You was talking about the fall garden.
Yeah, but I was saying something else. It was something else. It was a point I was getting ready to make, and then I think one of them took my attention away.
Okay.
How?
But it's all
You know how.
but it's all about planning for the fall garden for beginners. We got plenty of time. It can be a lot of people on board with this fall garden. You know, I think that we got plenty of time to just start seeds in a couple of weeks. And Mrs. H, what do you say about that?
Yes.
Plenty of time?
Yes.
Okay, she says plenty of time. She's reading the comments, so she's trying to figure that out though. But
yes.
But we have plenty of time.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Okay. Yes.
So, brassicas, planting them in containers is a great idea. If you have 5-gallon buckets, I know people who have an amazing 5-gallon bucket garden. That's all they grow in is 5-gallon buckets, and they plant everything from beans. They plant tomatoes and peppers and you name it.
Yeah.
They plant it in 5-gallon buckets. They put lettuces in coffee cans, and everything is a container. So for all of the new gardeners, look, you can do this, okay? You can, and the fall garden, this is the point that I was going to make that I forgot. To me, the fall garden for a new gardener is probably one of the easiest that you'll ever plant, because it doesn't require you to be with that garden day in and day out, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't require as much of your time and attention as a spring and summer garden. You know, spring and summer garden, you literally are harvesting almost every day.
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes if you're growing okra, well, you just can't allow okra to sit on a plant 2 and 3 days. It grows so fast, it'll become inedible quite fast.
Quick.
So you have to harvest that on a daily basis. Your squash even, you may have to harvest that on a daily basis, because it can be like this one day and like this the next, you know? So that requires daily attention almost.
Yeah.
You know, but when it comes to a fall garden, it doesn't require your time like that.
Yeah.
And it allows you to learn, relax,
Yeah.
enjoy the garden,
Yeah.
and learn as you grow. Okay? So to me, a fall garden, if you're new to this and you've never planted anything, a fall garden, in my opinion, is a great place to start.
Yes.
And even if you don't want to start with seeds and you want to go to your local nursery and support your local nursery, go ahead and do that. Buy your starts.
Yeah.
Okay? Because even if you spent, $1 or $2 on a start, well, that's cheaper than buying, some fake cabbages out of the store. It's a lot better anyway, right?
Yeah.
So I would just say for all of the newbies, consider starting off in the fall. Get your feet wet and get comfortable with gardening. Get comfortable with making, I don't like calling them mistakes, but I do like calling them opportunities for learning. When things don't go quite right, that's just an opportunity now for you to learn, right? And do it better the next time.
So, I mean, that's perfect. I was thinking about that. Like, if I was going to be like a first time garden, I wouldn't want to deal with the pressure of all the weeds growing, all the bugs. If you grow stuff really good, you got to worry about the squash bugs in the spring. So, you can get your feet wet, with the fall.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And then when the springtime comes next year, over the winter, you can get a fresh start on where you're gonna plant at.
True.
You can do I want ground cover? I mean, you know, all kind of different things you can do to make it easy for the springtime.
Yeah, and then it gives you a boost of confidence too.
Yeah.
If you're new to gardening and you plant something in the fall and you watch it grow, you know, you get all excited. It gives you a boost of confidence to let you know I can do this, right? You know, and so I think a fall garden is a great place to start.
Yeah.
You know, and like Mr. H was talking about the pest pressure, you know, every crop that you plant, there's a bug that loves it just like you love it, you know. And so if you're trying, you know, to get started and you don't want to be feeling like you're being just in a constant battle with bugs and stuff, because sometimes it can get overwhelming and it can even, you know, deter a lot of people from wanting to grow anything again.
Yeah,
you know?
because you got to get used to the environment. It's just like a new job or whatever that you doing, because we haven't even talked about the ants. You know, I can deal with pests, ants, and all those bugs a lot easier than Mrs. H. They don't bother me, you know, as much. I just know how to stay away from them and, you know, how to deal with them better. But when it comes to a new gardener, you know, it's a lot out there, you know, that you got to get used to. But it's a lot of people that's in apartments. You still can grow food on your balcony. You know, you can look and see, okay, where's the direction of the sun? If you got, like, your balcony is just full of sun, that's paradise.
Yeah.
So you don't have to really worry about a lot of bugs on the balcony.
That's true.
You know,
that's true.
You can get a whole lot of containers, like 5-gallon buckets, or even if you have a little small backyard, you can build you a big raised bed.
Yeah.
You know, and get started.
Yeah.
And one plant can give you a lot of fruit. You know.
We're not going to even talk about the pepper harvest. We're going to be posting that. Yeah, we're going to be posting that video soon. But y'all, all these peppers, I got my work cut out for me with these peppers, right?
And not to mention about the Indian gherkin.
The bird gherkins.
Bird gherkins.
Yes. Yes.
That's my new favorite.
Yes.
I mean, the texture is really
we both
nice.
love those bird gherkins. Thanks to my son-in-law who cooked them for me years ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, you gonna cook some gherkin?
Yeah.
You gonna cook gherkins?
Yeah.
And I've loved them ever since that day.
Yeah.
I've never stopped loving them since that
And
day.
then she cooked them for me. I never tasted them.
He loved them too.
I'm like, man.
Yes.
And now she can make a great eggplant parmesan that I have been on. I mean, I'm gonna watch her cook it, and then I'm gonna start cooking it, like, cause she don't love it like I love it. I mean,
He ate it all. What I'm supposed to do?
It's
He
great,
don't like to buy it at the store,
The
so we
eggplant.
have to wait till we grow it. And now that it's all over the plants, now I got to go out there and harvest a gazillion eggplants and make a gazillion eggplant parmesan for Mr. H. But that's okay. I love you. I do it. I don't mind.
But we still got some.
No, we do
What
not.
happened to all the eggs?
Oh, you talking about what we just harvested?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what we just harvested. We got that, but we still got a gazillion more out there that need to be harvested.
Yeah.
Though. And somebody asked the question about how do I store potatoes? A cool, dry, dark place.
Yeah.
You can put them in a potato sack, brown paper bags. You can put them in a cardboard box even.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people put sawdust over the potatoes to make sure that the potatoes don't sprout and all of that. You know, it's so many different ways. Now, the thing for us, y'all, I'm going to tell you, potatoes don't last that long here. So I can take my potatoes after they have cured. I can take my potatoes and put them in a box and we will eat them rather quickly.
Yeah.
Or I will can them and still we will eat them rather quickly.
Yeah. They will go bad quick. I don't know if it's because of the humidity.
Well, it depends on how you store them.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I've had potatoes that I have kept from 1 year to the next only as a seed potato, though, right? It didn't rot.
Yeah.
It didn't rot. It was still good, but it just had all of the sprouts on them. So we kept it as seed potatoes and planted them, and we harvest them from the container garden, which is a volunteer crop. Because all of the potatoes that I thought were too small to harvest out of the container, I just left them in there. And so now we have potatoes in the container as well this year that needs to be harvested.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but that's pretty much how we do potatoes. Love No say her sweet potatoes didn't last long in the heat. We still got sweet potatoes in the raised bed out there that we did not harvest. And I think that raised bed idea for sweet potatoes was excellent, because we were initially gonna put a trellis in the raised bed so that the vines could run up the trellis and not go out of the raised bed, and then they get mowed over and all of that.
Yeah.
But Josiah,
Come on.
don't do that. So we didn't get around to putting up a trellis. We ended up just letting them go. And the entire raised bed is just a pillow of green. That's it. And we would redirect the vines when they would come out of the raised bed. I would just take them and tuck them back in the raised bed. And it's just a pillow. And so it's complete cover. It's complete cover. The soil is moist. It's just heaven for those sweet potatoes under there. And they are doing great.
Yeah.
So I think we will be doing our sweet potatoes like that from now on. The raised bed helps to contain the vines and kind of just keep them all in place, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's literally just a pillow of green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also I noticed like when you got it like that, more like a canopy
Yeah.
over the roots, you know, a lot of rain,
Yeah.
make a lot of stuff happen.
Yeah.
Make
It
a lot
does.
of stuff happen. So
It does. They grow well.
yeah.
And they just start busting all out of the
Yeah.
out of the raised bed.
Yeah, that's a thing.
What is going on with this? Okay, let me see. So yeah, Love No say she grew hers in styrofoam containers.
Oh really?
Yeah, but she said they didn't last long in the storage. And we've never grown sweet potatoes before.
No.
We only got them because number one, they were $1. And number two, we were looking for a solution for our dogs to be able to supplement their feed right along with the meat birds. So we planted all of those sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deer. Now, and somebody did ask us this question about what do we do to control the deer. We have 2 dogs, and that works for us. Before Grizz and Tamu were big enough to really patrol the perimeter and the farm on their own, the deer literally would just come up and eat everything.
Yeah.
They would come up and eat everything. But now that Grizzly and Tamu are right here by, you know, the garden, and they're always kind of around this area, we don't have any problems with the deer coming up eating our vegetables and whatnot in the garden anymore.
Yeah.
We have a problem with rabbits though.
Yeah. You know,
We
those
do.
rabbits.
We do have a problem with rabbits. They have been eating a lot of Mr. H's eggplant. And, but you know, like I said, we have so many plants that, what's the matter? You don't know? You don't want to sit down? You got to do what Papa say. Were you into mischief? You were? I thought so. Okay, well, Papa will let you move in a second, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. But in any case, y'all can come on, you just have to go that way. Let them by. So, you all, let me see what I was saying. Yeah, the deer and the rabbits.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. I can, but I got a video on that. So, you all, I have a whole playlist on pressure canning and water bath canning, okay? Or it might be, I think that's what it's called, pressure canning and water bath canning. And in that pressure canning video, I've done butternut squash already, okay? And it's very good. How does it turn out? I don't know how you all might want to cook yours, but the way that we cook ours is like we would cook it if I didn't can it. I would do it the same way. I would put it in a pan with some cinnamon, nutmeg, a little ginger, because I like ginger in mine, with some brown sugar and butter and saute it up, and that's how we would eat that. So I would do it the same way whether it was fresh or not. This year, we have some Canada crookneck out there that is supposedly resistant to squash bugs. And so far, it's growing well. Mr. H is a butternut squash person. He loves butternut squash.
Yeah.
So we're trying the Canada crookneck because the taste is supposedly similar, but is squash bug resistant. So we'll see if that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta get rid of those squash bugs.
Thank you, LP. Yeah. So that's pretty much how we would do butternut squash, and canning like regular yellow squash and zucchini. I got a video on that one too. Thank you, Brian Keith Prepper. Thank you so much for the super chat. If I missed anybody's super chat, thank y'all so much for all of the super chats. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it very much.
Thank y'all so much. The seed store, The Joyful Cottage, is a homesteadheart.com. The letter A, homesteadheart.com. Yeah, and we are going to do our best to get more seeds in the seed store, because I know everybody's asking about the collard greens. I know. I'm trying. Yeah. Trying to get them Georgia collards back in the seed store for the fall, you know.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but the insurance for the house, we're still in the midst of all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not over. We did have to hire somebody outside because, of course, the insurance company wanted to do us really bad. So we're working with somebody else right now, but right now it's a slow process. But we're going to update you all on that as we get more information to talk about it. We'll talk about it with y'all too. Thank you, 2%. That's right, Love Notes. Thank you so much for saying that.
Don't use mothballs?
Mothballs, yeah, because they are made with formaldehyde. You don't want that in your food.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Free press, a private adjuster.
Come on.
Yes. Yes. Y'all, did we talk about the Cushaw? I think we did talk about the Cushaw already. The Cushaw are everywhere. And we only did six seeds.
Yeah. So with the Cushaw, we just planted it when it was raining.
Yeah.
And
that's it.
We had a little short video on that.
Well, that was I didn't show them with you planting the Cushaw. I showed them you planting the pumpkin, the sugar pie pumpkin that's on the seed store. And remember, y'all, I told y'all, we grow the seeds that we send to y'all.
Yeah.
We grow them too. Okay.
Yeah.
So the sugar pie pumpkin is what Mr. H planted, and they are growing very well.
Yeah.
The Cushaw seeds were seeds that we saved from our own Cushaw.
Yeah.
And we have 6 of those out there. And y'all, I'm telling you, it's like,
yeah.
I don't know how many Cushaw out there, but it's a lot of them.
Yeah. And I planted those the same way.
Yeah.
And they just took off.
They did.
You know, I would like to think the rain that we've been getting
has made a big deal, because we haven't we didn't even fertilize the whole. And actually what it was like the wood chips that we had in that area like 3 years ago, 3+ years, it was breaking down, and we just decided, hey, let's plant in it. And so we literally moved the top layer of the chips back, and it was just nothing but soil down there, just rich, beautiful soil. We dropped the seed in, covered it up, and that's all we did.
Yep.
I didn't fertilize anything. I didn't even water it. The rain watered it, and the rain has been watering it ever since. Yeah. And we have Cushaw everywhere. So I'm excited to be able to share those seeds on the seed store too. Next season, as many of them as I can. And of course, a lot of family. Our family loves Cushaw too, right? Yeah. We were raised on that. So a lot of family members going to be getting some Cushaw as well, especially my great Aunt Mary. She's like the queen of Cushaw.
The queen of Cushaw.
She the queen of Cushaw. That woman can cook some Cushaw.
Man.
So, but that's pretty much what we wanted to talk to you all about. Thank you again for the super chat. Hands in the dirt.
Oh man, hands in the dirt.
Hands in the dirt.
He getting to it. He putting them hands in the dirt.
Hello from New Mexico. Do I ever dry can? Never. It's not. I don't think anything is wrong with it. I just don't. I just don't do that.
Yeah.
You know how everybody has different preferred methods of food preservation when it comes to can. Whether if it's gonna be rice, I don't dry can it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in fact, I don't even freeze my rice. Like some people will say, put it in the freezer to kill the bugs and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And I've just never had a bad experience with not doing it that way.
Yeah.
So I put my things in buckets with my bay leaves and all of that and seal it up and that's it. And I've never had a problem. So I don't dry can. Not that anything is wrong with it, but I just don't. Okay, so now, but you all, that's really what we wanted to, you know, impart upon you, especially to all of the new gardeners. Don't be afraid to start your garden. You know, go ahead and do it. Do your containers. Y'all know we have the laundry tubs outside.
Yeah.
We got our trees in those. I got a video coming out about the trees too. Maxine is clowning.
Yes, she is.
Maxine is everywhere.
Yeah, she doing good, lad.
Yes, she is. Maxine was sent to us by Lady Lead and Lead Farmer 73.
Yeah.
And baby girl, well, she doing it.
Yeah, she
doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she is. Thank you, Growing with Hudson. Miss Linda in the house. Miss Linda! Hey, Linda, the New Orleans gardener is in the house. Hey, Linda. So good to see you. I know everybody ought to be subscribed to Aunt Linda over at the New Orleans garden. I know everybody ought to be subscribed to her by now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Led. We're gonna put that video up of, you know, where I did the tour showing everybody the citrus that we have been growing. And I saved Maxine for last because Maxine is something else.
Yeah.
Y'all, I did not think Maxine was gonna make it after what she went through.
Yeah.
But
She made it. Lady Lead Farmer 73 and Lady Lead sent us Maxine.
Yeah, she was a little cut.
Yeah. Maxine came on out. She blossomed.
She got lemons everywhere.
Yeah, she do, y'all.
And she won't stop. Like, ain't you got enough cheering?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, y'all. So listen, please get your garden tubs, or your laundry tubs. They ain't but $6 at Walmart. Or your 5-gallon buckets, they $5. See, and that's the thing. It depended on the space you got. That's why I say the little laundry tubs, right?
Yeah.
Because a 5-gallon bucket is just as expensive as the laundry tubs now.
Yeah.
The 5-gallon buckets are literally $5, depending on where you get them from.
Yeah.
And the little laundry tubs at Walmart are $6. Granted, they are bigger.
Yeah.
But if you want to grow something that, like requires a little more space.
Yes.
Like if you're gonna grow a nice big tomato plant, it would appreciate something that size, right?
Yeah.
If you want to grow a really big head of cabbage, it would, or not lettuce, or broccoli, it would appreciate something that size. Plus, it has the extra space for the plant to kind of rest on as it grows, right? So I guess I'm gonna say I'm a fan of those. Yeah. Even though you can't move them too much, because they will break on you after a certain amount of time. You can't move them too much. Let me ask you this.
Could you put 2 tomato plants in one of those? I think you probably could.
Did not do that, only because tomato plants get so big.
Yeah.
And, well, depending on your variety.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If if they're doing like a dwarf variety or a patio tomato. Yeah. But I think you would probably get a better yield if you just did one per
okay.
pile. You would get a better yield of the tomatoes versus trying to crowd them all into that one space, and then one doesn't do as well as the other.
Yeah.
I would just one plant per pot is what I would suggest on that.
Because I know they get pretty big.
They do.
Yeah.
Yes, they do get pretty big, you know. But the buckets have gotten expensive, very expensive. And you can get them for free at your local bakery, but like the stores in our area, for some reason, they never seem to have them anymore.
Yeah.
We go to Kroger, Walmart, Publix, they never seem to have the icing buckets anymore, you know. Every time we ask, oh, we don't have any, right? So, yeah, I know the pickle buckets, you might be able to get those from like a Subway or something like that, and they will charge you like $3 for them. Yeah. So you might want to consider that as well.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. But in any case, let me see. Your local area charges, the Sam's Club, they do charge. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Matthew Penfold says he just started growing stuff. Well, that's good. That's good. Everybody has to start somewhere. So at least you started. You're ahead of a lot of people who haven't even started yet. So good job. Great job. That's really good. Everybody has to start somewhere. Y'all be careful. All right. So now, let's see. 5-gallon buckets are $3 at Rural King, Camille says. Let's see. And yes, you can grow potatoes in cardboard boxes. You can grow a lot of stuff in cardboard boxes.
Yeah.
See, now you've never heard me talk about that before. The bags that we get from Azure Standard or Azure, you know, we order our foods in bulk from Azure Standard. And the bags that you get, like the wheat berries and whatever else you might get in those big bags, you can save those bags and use those bags to store your potatoes in. You can use those bags to grow potatoes in.
Yeah. You
can use those bags to grow tomatoes in.
Yeah.
Those bags are very, very strong, and I don't throw mine away. I take them and I fold them up and I put them away because you can use them. You can recycle those bags, right? Yeah. They're very strong and they would be great. You can fold them down, like if you're growing potatoes in them and you're growing a potato that is an indeterminate variety where, you know, like the more the plant grows, you can keep adding soil, it'll keep growing, more potatoes will grow. So if you're growing an indeterminate variety of potatoes, that bag would be excellent. It will be absolutely excellent, okay? So yeah. And if you all have never ordered from Azure Standard, look into them. Please look into them. Okay. Hi, Tammy Eaker. It's okay. But do y'all have any more questions? We really wanted to talk about fall gardening and just kind of encourage everybody, especially the new gardeners. If you've never grown anything before, Joe, what's the matter? Come here. You know Grandma don't like to see you sad. Come on over here and sit down with me for a minute. There you go. Come on over here. Talk to me. Okay. So now, you all, we just really wanted to encourage everybody to go ahead and start your fall garden. Start planting, depending on your zone and where you might be located, you know, depending on where you are, of course. But start planting your fall garden. Start getting your seeds out and figuring out what you want to plant, where you want to plant it, how much do you want to plant. Yeah. You see, for us, we love broccoli and cauliflower. Is literally something I could cook and eat every day, especially if I put cream cheese on the broccoli. I love cream broccoli. Yeah. You know, but I don't cook it every day because I know people don't want to eat it every day. Yeah. But I could eat it all the time. So if it's something that you love eating, go ahead and plant it. Plant as much of it as you think you might need and as much as your space will allow. Okay?
Yeah.
Now,
I love it when you cook that broccoli and that rice the other day.
so I made a broccoli and rice casserole, right, with cheese. But I forgot to boil my rice in my chicken broth to give it the flavor. I'm like, what's missing here? Something wrong with this rice.
But it still tasted good though.
Yeah.
It was something missing from it.
But
It
we
was
still
like,
can
didn't cook it in the
We
broth.
still can do a retry.
We can.
We can. She can reboot
Well,
that.
I got
recipe.
leftovers, so I'm sorry. We gotta wrap it. We gotta finish that first.
Oh man. Okay. So we're gonna have to figure something out.
Yeah, I just add a little more salt and pepper.
Oh, Grandma, can I get my own rice this time?
Could you get your who?
My own rice this time.
Yes, ma'am. You sure can. She like plain rice. She kind of like her grandma. We both just like.
It tastes good.
Should I tell them that?
Tell what?
That how we like our rice.
Don't tell them.
Don't tell them.
No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. On the next slide.
We like rice and butter,
Grandma!
Yeah.
and I like Parmesan cheese on mine.
I don't like that.
He don't like.
Well, it tastes good.
You give me that rice and gravy.
He like gravy. So I have to make gravy for him. I always do. Okay. Now, let's see. Somebody said Burger King has buckets available. You can certainly try Burger King.
Okay.
And she said they give them. AJ says they give them away for free.
Oh,
So
yeah,
that's a good option, y'all. So if you're needing some buckets and you want to start your garden, check out Burger King and see if they'll give them to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Why not try something new?
Yeah.
Grow your own groceries this fall.
Yeah.
This fall, y'all, grow your own groceries. Beginners, get your feet wet, get your seeds. Next spring come around, it's gonna be easy. Y'all gonna be like, man, I should have been doing this years ago. You're gonna be like, wow.
Yeah. Matthew says, do I use worm poop tea for the plants? No, I don't. Not because I don't want to, but I don't really have to do that. I do have worm castings, but that's more like a top dressing. If I do use them, it's more like a top dressing, right? That I'll use to put over the, like once I plant something, I'll put a little dressing of worm castings around it. But I really haven't had to do that. Now, if you go back, Matthew, and look at our videos, if y'all go back and look at our videos, we plant so simply. We don't do things complicated at all, y'all. We keep it simple.
Yeah.
We really do. You know, we dig a hole. We do have compost, right? We dig a hole. Black cow is our favorite composted manure that we buy from Lowe's.
That black cow.
And black cow manure.
That's how the man said on this video. That black cow.
Black cow manure.
You put that black cow in there. Oh man, yeah.
But we will put some of that in the hole. We'll add a little feather meal, or it might be blood meal if you buy it from the store, and a little bone meal to that hole. Mix it around, and we plant right in that. And we don't fertilize anymore after that.
That's it.
That is it, you all. And we get great results from doing it that way. And last year I started doing azomite. And again, I'm gonna say the azomite, that mineral makes a big difference if you ask me.
You do.
You know, but it's not a requirement. It's not a requirement. You don't have to spend your money on azomite if you don't want to.
Yeah.
That's our choice, right? But that feather meal or blood meal and bone meal and the black cow manure, that's really what we use.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
And we don't revisit that anymore. You know, like some people will fertilize throughout the entire season. They'll add a little fertilizer every 3 to 4 weeks or so throughout the season. We've never done that.
Yeah.
We've never done that, you know. So, and you see what we get. You all see it, right? You see the harvest that we get.
Yeah.
So we're not going to change it. That works for us. We're not going to change that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, let's see. Potash is good. And we have no, or do we? I don't know.
You said hot ashes?
Potash, which is just ash, wood ash.
No, we don't have that.
No, but I think we got something similar, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dee Dee, I don't think we've never grown parsnips. I've never even tasted parsnips before. I don't even know what they taste like.
Boy.
I don't even know what they taste like. But yeah, I don't even know what they taste like. He back here trying to make trouble back here like I don't see you. Okay, so now. California truckers are expected to comply. Yeah. Put her down here. I don't want her on my couch. Put her down. Let's see. Oh, wait. What did he say? Okay. JM. I don't know what. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're referring to.
Mm-hmm.
BJ Bumblebee says my blossoms were not setting and I had to add some potassium. That's another thing. Okay, so that's what I was going to say. Potassium. We do have some potassium as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have that as well.
Yeah.
And Lead Farmer did a great video a while back using the leaves from his banana trees that make an excellent fertilizer, potassium fertilizer, full of potassium. Okay, so you all can try that as well, right? I don't know if you got banana trees, but we have, a few of them. They do have them at the big box stores, Home Depot, Lowe's. They sell them. And you can even order them online as well. But those leaves, soak them in some water and pour them over your plants. That's an excellent fertilizer. And I don't mean like soak them in water for a minute or two. You literally have to let them sit for several days, if I'm not mistaken. But I am willing to try parsnips, but I've never had them before.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're sweet. Okay. Need a good frost before you harvest them in order for them to be sweet. Okay. Oh, banana peels are great too for potassium. That's something else. Now, if you recall, I did a video on dehydrating my banana peels, and then after I dehydrated them, I grinded them into a powder and I put that down in our garden beds. Right? I just sprinkled it all over the garden beds to put some potassium in the soil. So even if you don't have banana plants, the actual peels from your bananas will do the same thing. Okay?
Good deal.
All right. So I think that's everything. Do y'all have any other questions for us before we go?
Because it's fall garden. It's fall garden time. Planting.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of time to get ready, to get everything set up to where it can just go smoothly, right?
Yeah, that's right. Mrs. G, that's what we just got through addressing. Mrs. G says she's been watching our videos and scared to start her garden because the last one failed. It didn't fail. Your last garden did not fail. You take what you learned and you take what you learned and then you move forward. You didn't fail. You didn't fail. But I guarantee you got lots of opportunities for growth and development. Okay? Yeah. And so you just take those opportunities and you take them to the next garden. See, one thing I can assure you of is that whatever mistakes you made last time you started a garden, if you paid attention to that, you won't make those mistakes again. Yeah. And so your garden will be better the next time around.
Because you know what not to do and what to do.
Right.
And you can write down what things went wrong, and then you can write down what you're gonna do to make it better. Mm-hmm. Did you use the right fertilizer? Mm-hmm. Did you depends on what you're growing. What did you fertilize it with? Yeah. What kind of soil that you had? Yeah. All of that.
Yeah. And also, make sure that you're not growing things out of season.
Yeah.
Okay? Make sure you're not trying to put cabbage in the ground in the heat of the summer. Make sure the things that you're growing them when you're supposed to grow them.
Yeah.
Okay? All right? Because that also will help you as well, you know. And then the simplest things to grow that you may like to grow, start there.
Yeah.
Start there. If you like squash, grow squash. You cannot fail with squash. Start there. Start with the simplest things. And like we're talking about right now with the fall garden, one of the easiest gardens to grow is your fall garden.
Yeah.
You know, lettuce is so easy to grow. It is literally, it's almost impossible to not grow lettuce.
Yeah.
You know, if you grow it at the right time, right? Some lettuces you can grow throughout the summer, like, you know, you have some mustard type lettuces that you can grow throughout the summer and they'll be fine. But for the most part, lettuces really prefer cooler temperatures.
Yeah.
So you really can't mess up lettuce.
Yeah.
Really. You know, so get you a little container. It doesn't even have to be anything big. Get you a little container. Sprinkle you some lettuce seeds in there. Water them and watch them grow. Okay? But don't give up.
Yeah.
All right? This is the best time to learn.
Yeah.
Right? It's the best time to learn. I say it all the time. This is the best time for you to learn and take advantage of those opportunities for improvement while you can still go to the store and get it. Because if for some reason the lettuce don't do good, you can just go to the market and get it, right? Because it's available. Don't wait till it's not available to be trying to learn how to grow something, okay? Do it and do it now while you have the best opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay? So yeah, but don't give up, don't get discouraged, you know. Please don't get discouraged. I know it's not easy, but you can do it. You can do it. All right? All right, y'all. Let's see. What did I miss?
Hold on, JoJo.
Black's Tropical Homestead
Sit down.
is in
You're almost finished,
the
okay?
house. Hi, Black's Tropical Homestead. So good to see y'all. So good to see y'all.
That's a nice name.
Yeah, yeah. They're in Georgia too.
Oh, okay.
I do believe they're somewhere near Savannah, right, y'all? I think.
Black Tropical.
Yeah,
Homestead.
Black's Tropical Homestead. I think we were near them as well here recently.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
So y'all, I don't have any more questions. And y'all, please look, Black's Tropical Homestead. I'll say this too. I mean, they have a very knowledgeable YouTube channel. I watch their channel. You know, I really enjoy their videos.
Yeah.
So go over and check out their channel and subscribe to their channel. They give you so much information. They are so knowledgeable.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy watching them. I really do. I love watching their channel. So y'all go over and watch Black's Tropical Homestead. I guarantee you're going to learn some stuff.
Yeah.
Because I do every time.
Yeah.
I do every time. So I think, Kilroy girl, you got this. You can do it. You got this. Don't worry, you got this. You gonna do it. That's right, Black's Tropical Homestead. We learn from each other.
Yes, we do.
That's what it's all about. We learn
Yeah.
from each other. That's absolutely right. 99 degrees in Colorado.
What? Me and Mrs. H on the same page. Y'all see that?
Oh my goodness. Oh,
99 degrees.
Yes.
Wow.
Let's see. Now, let's see. Have I ever interacted with the Mennonites? No. The most we done was like purchase things from them, or that's it. But we've never like been to actually their property to see how they do things there. And our knowledge is limited on the Amish and the Mennonites. Is only what we have learned either via YouTube and whatever else they may put out, right? Now, one thing I could tell you is that we have a lot of admiration for them. I mean, you know, we always say if something happens, they will never be impacted by it.
Yeah.
Well, depending on what it is, but they'll be fine because they fine right now.
Yeah.
You know, so we have a lot of respect and admiration for them and what they do, and we could all learn a lot from the Amish.
Because they use their own tools. I don't know if they use power tools, but
I don't know.
But I know they do a lot of stuff off grid.
Yeah. That's how they live.
Yeah.
They don't, you know, the Amish. I think, you know, the Amish and the Mennonite community, they, you know, they have, you know, some differences there, you know, whereas I think the Mennonites, they use power and they drive vehicles and whatnot, you know, things of that nature, where the Amish, they don't believe in using, I think, electricity, and they still kind of go with their horse and buggy and things of that nature. But like I said, our knowledge is limited. But what we do know about them, we have a lot of respect for them. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They're gonna stay on track. The Amish. If they're not using, you know, vehicles and power and stuff like that. They just doing everything off grid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They're gonna keep doing it.
All right. So around there, they use horses. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of respect for them. Yeah. Jay Edwards, yeah, we can do a cushaw pie. It's good. It's good, good, good. All right, y'all. So I think that's gonna do it. We really just wanted to encourage everybody to start thinking about that fall garden.
Yes, we can do it.
Yeah.
Beginners. Woo. This is a fresh start for everybody. Yeah. I know we had well, us personally, we had, you know, like a rough spring, you know, and other homesteaders been having different things they go through, you know.
Depending on drought.
Yeah.
You know, it's been a lot.
But this is a new start.
Yes.
For the homesteaders to get back crunk.
Yes.
To get back crunk for this fall garden. And that's what we gonna do.
Yes, indeed. Now, Jay Edwards say, they grew our seeds and got a big one. I'm assuming they talking about the cushaw. Look, we got pictures from a lot of people who got our cushaw seeds, and there were some people that had never tasted it before, and we just sent y'all some seeds to try them, right? And the pictures that we got back, oh my goodness. Beauty in the Garden is one of them.
Oh man.
Them cushaw were like, I mean, they were just massive cushaw, right?
Wow.
And I'm like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And somebody is in the north and grew a cushaw like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
It's good.
and I'm gonna tell y'all, look, for those of you had never heard of cushaw before and grew the cushaw, if you watch the replay of this, please post it and let everybody know what you think of it. Please let everybody know how it tasted, how you prepared it. But it's a squash, right? It's in the squash family. Yeah. But y'all, it is, like I said, I grew up as a child eating this. You know, there was an old man by the name of Mr. Tanker. He was the last man in our area that still kept his mule and his buggy. Everybody was driving cars around him, and he's still going down the main road with that buggy. He was an old man. He was in his 90s, you know, but he used to grow cushaw. That was one of his crops that he would grow, and he would always bring one to my big mama and my great aunt Mary, and boy, they would cook up that cushaw. It was just the best thing I had ever eaten in my life, even as a child. I loved it so much. Yeah. So if you've never tried cushaw, please do yourself a favor and grow yourself some cushaw. It's too late to start them seeds now. Yeah. But because it do take some time, but get the seeds and get prepared for next year.
Yeah. And see, what we doing now, the fall garden for us and you, 2022.
Yes.
That's what we doing. The fall garden for us and for you, 2022.
Yes.
And we got plenty of time, y'all. Plenty of time. So this is a fresh start. Mrs. H and I, we're going to do the seed starts. And then we're going to get out there and we're going to let it do what it do.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
so
yes,
so
yes.
y'all can do it in y'all backyard, balcony. You know, you can do it.
That's right. Thank you,
Yeah.
Black Tropical Homestead. Thank you, Container Crops.
Okay.
Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Kilroy Girl. Lead Farmer says they're starting all over this fall because of all the things we've been through. So I'm here with the beginner. You
Yeah,
ain't no beginner. This ain't him talking about beginner. Them ain't no beginners. They know how to grow.
Well, he's
food.
saying he's the beginner from like starting all over from the rough season.
All right, maybe
and
so.
then
Okay.
starting in this fall season. It's a new beginning in that mindset.
You looking out for your brother, ain't you?
It's a new beginning in that mindset to where we all been through different things, and now this fall it's gonna be like a beginning for all of us.
It really is.
We're
It's
gonna
a
put
new
all
beginning
that
for all
other
of us.
stuff behind us
And moving forward.
for this new beginning, this fall season.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
Lead Farmer, Lady Lead, Homestead, Black Tropical Farming, Homestead.
Mm-hmm.
We all gonna get it.
We gonna get it.
Broke Farmer.
Yep.
We finna do it.
David Corey, all of us. All of us.
Miss
all
Linda.
Of us. All of us. Now T-Dog don't ever stop gardening.
Yeah.
She always growing something. She always dropping them seeds.
Yeah. Yeah.
She always dropping them seeds, boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But y'all, thank y'all so very much. I know it was somebody that I missed. I was trying to find your question. Yeah, I was trying to find your question. Good Lord. Thank you, Dee Dee. Let me see. I can't find it. Hi, Liz in Maryland. Let me see. I was trying to find it, but I can't find it. But anyway, you all, I think that's going to do it. I think that's going to do it for this live stream today. Y'all, we going to get these seeds started so we can get these vegetables.
Yes, we got to do it.
In the ground for the fall, right?
Yeah. And you know what? I'm going to be watching out for all the new beginners in your comments.
You are?
I want to know which beginner is going to step forward. Hopefully we have at least about 1,000 new beginners.
Ooh,
I'm looking for 1,000
wee.
new beginners for the fall season. We got plenty of time.
What you say?
Mr. Lead and Lady Lead,
1,000?
73, he can keep up with these new beginners on his live. And we can do a live and we can and they can comment and let us
Black
know if they
Tropical
there.
Homestead, Broke Farm. Come on, all of us can get these newbies onto this. What?
That's what we gonna do, y'all.
I like it.
We finna kick it off with the newbies.
I like it. I like it.
So send us a comment.
Yes.
I know, Led, if you can do it live, we gonna see how many newbies we got
That's right.
For
Matthew,
this-
you should be proud.
for the spring garden 2023. But we gonna get them started with this fall garden 2022.
Yes, y'all.
Us and y'all.
Yes, y'all. Yes,
And
y'all.
at the end of the day, we can say yes, y'all.
Yes,
Yes, y'all mean that we had did something that we're proud of, y'all.
Yes.
So
yes.
so we gonna see. We gonna do another live now. We gonna see how many newbies that's gonna start their seeds with us step by step. We gonna do
We
this.
gonna do this.
We gonna do this, y'all.
Yes, y'all. 20.
That's it, y'all.
2022.
2022.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much
I need to read that.
for joining us
y'all.
on this live today. It's been
Us
good.
and you, Fall Garden 2022.
Yes.
Us
Yes.
and you, Fall Garden 2022.
We gotta get
All the
growing.
newbies.
We gotta get growing. All the
Yeah.
newbies. All the newbies. All the okay. All the newbies. We finna grow some groceries.
Yeah, we are.
Don't
Grow your
I have to
groceries.
buy no food no more?
No, we still can do that, but hey, this gonna help you save money so you can shop.
Yeah.
You agree with that? Okay.
Yeah. And appreciating our farmers. I had a long talk with this little girl here about why we must appreciate farmers. Did you learn something? We talked a lot about it because our young people, they got to understand how valuable our farmers are, and they got to know that farming is an option for them. Even if that's what they want to do, they got to know it's something more out there they can do than being a doctor, a lawyer, a nurse. They could be a farmer too, because a farmer is just as, if not more important than all of the above.
Yeah.
So I had to really have a deep conversation with her about we're going to show some respect to our farmers,
Yeah,
right?
and not only
Yeah.
that, her and her little brother love going outside, farming, doing the work, looking after the animals.
Yes.
They actually get mad when they can't go out.
Yes, yes. And my little Josiah over there is like, Papa, wait, I want to go, Papa.
Yeah, he be trying to get out. He be trying to get out there. He be trying.
The last time me and Grandma, it was too wet out there for Josiah.
It was
Yeah.
too wet.
We had went out there and he was crying like
Yeah.
crazy.
He was crying.
Now this young man right here,
What he got in his hand? What you found? You brought the mushroom in the house? Okay, you hold it. Ball it up right there. You hold on to
He
it.
always had
now this
all
young
the-
man right here is a natural born farmer.
He really is.
He
I
want to
mean-
help. He's a hard
He
worker.
really is.
And see, all the children out there, this young man here gonna be getting. He gonna be a farmer.
Yep,
Cause he's a natural.
he is. Even though he don't like to smile.
Yeah,
And when you try to make him smile, he do everything in his power to keep from smiling.
he's a serious young man.
He's very serious.
Very unusual for a young 4-year-old.
Three.
3.
Wow,
that's amazing.
Oh, you gonna smile? You gonna smile?
He pulled a wagon for me.
Oh, you
he
gonna
do
take a
everything.
Oh, okay.
This is a good young man, y'all.
He's awesome. And so
Yeah.
is she.
Yeah, she is.
All right, y'all. That's gonna do it.
See, I be telling y'all she be slapping me a little bit harder than that.
That was not even a slap.
I know. But you
I
be
was
doing,
just patting your face.
I know. Sometimes you be doing it a little too hard.
Yeah.
I do it too hard?
Y'all.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm so sorry. But all right, y'all. That's gonna do it for this video.
Yeah.
Okay? That's gonna do it for this video, y'all. We really just wanted to come on and share and encourage everybody, you know, that hey, we had a rough spring and summer garden too.
Yeah.
And we don't feel bad about it. Because guess what? It's fall garden time and we're gonna pick right on up where we left off and we're gonna get right back to work.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Us and you,
The
Fall
end.
Garden 2022.
That's right.
We finna do this, y'all.
The
We ain't gonna let
end.
nothing
Yes,
hold us
y'all.
back. We ain't gonna let
Yes,
nothing
y'all.
hold us back from a successful fall
Thank
garden
That's right.
with the newbies. And
Love
hey,
y'all.
Mr. Leg gonna drop a video.
Yeah.
Leg Farmer 73. 73 he gonna do it.
He is.
Yeah.
You gonna tell everybody about getting the newbies on board?
Yes.
This is the newbie season.
She keep on.
Oh, anywho. All
Man,
right, y'all.
Farmer
That's gonna do it.
Lady Leg, let's do this. Let's get the newbies on board.
Yeah, that's gonna do it.
Stop!
Come on.
Thank y'all so much. No. Thank y'all so much for watching Homestead Heart. Peace and blessings to each and
Peace
every
and
one of
blessings.
you.
Peace out.
We're gonna see y'all in the next video.
Yes, y'all.
Yes, yes, y'all.
Yes, yes, y'all.
Yes, yes, y'all.
Okay. That's it, y'all.